And I think, to be honest, we can start. Let's forward like 2 minutes after the start times. And if someone wants to join in, so they can always join in later as well. Okay, so hello everyone. So thank you once again for joining today. So today our workshop is about AI tactics for your direct booking success. And my name is Nino. I'm community manager here at iGMS. And also here we have our co-founder Igor, who will be also joining us at this workshop, answering your questions and basically doing all the things as well.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, now let's move on to like our today's agenda, basically what we'll be doing today. So first up, I'll talk about briefly what iGMS is, because some of you may not be like using iGMS or if it's your first time here, so I'll explain a bit about iGMS. Then we'll move on through understanding ChatGPT and its capabilities. Then we will go on to strategies for effective AI utilization. Then we'll actually have the real-time like demo, so you can see how we're actually enhancing the website using AI. And so as I mentioned, we'll have a short Q&A session. So please write your questions as mentioned. So now let me start with what iGMS is. So iGMS is actually like a property management system with a powerful automation. And as I like to call it, it helps hosts to handle and automate the data short-term management tasks. It's all-in-one like property management system with powerful automation to actually let you put your routine on autopilot and grow your business as well. And not only like on top of channel manager, we also offer like different functionalities as well. So here like are like actually it's not a full list, but actually like the most top features of the list here. So you'd have your multi-calendar, your website builder, reporting, unified inbox, so a lot of different things. But currently we'll be focusing on our website builder, which is actually our recent like addition to iGMS family. It's not so recent, but we're enhancing it quite a bit every month to month. So it's your like iGMS website builder premium, from where you can actually create your direct booking website, start receiving reservations in like a couple of minutes, as you will see right now. And it's basically your new place to put your listings on, receive direct bookings from there. And it's like your new channel that you can use. Now, let's move on to ChatGPT. So this will be like a main topic of our today's workshop. So if someone does not know already, so ChatGPT is actually an innovative AI language, which has been introduced by OpenAI. And currently has been revolutionizing the vacation rental like websites, like hosts, basically all the vacation rental space, and not only it, like all the other different spaces as well, by actually enabling dynamic and personalized content creation for you. So we'll move on to that, how actually to create and like why we recommend using ChatGPT for your direct booking website. So first up, the first recommendation that we would have and like why we recommend it is actually creating a website copy. So ChatGPT actually helps you to create an engaging and persuasive content that resonates with your audience, your brand, and actually it's ensuring that your property's unique features are getting highlighted. Then the second part is SEO-friendly text. So actually, ChatGPT leverages like and it helps to leverage the generate content and that is optimized for user search engine. That's actually enhancing your website's visibility, attracting more organic traffic for potential guests. And the last one, which is to be honest, I think the best one is the save time, because this like automated process of content creation that ChatGPT helps us with actually saves us a lot of valuable time, resources, and actually this allows you to focus on more other aspects of your business while actually maintaining your dynamic online presence as well. Now, let's talk about the prompts. So we'll be using this like word quite a lot during this workshop. So prompts are actually like a specific instructions, questions, or basically a sentence that is given to the AI model like ChatGPT to get like desired responses, content, or like any output. So basically this prompt plays a crucial role guiding AI to generate the specific content that you wish and to have that targeted output to you as well. Here we have like how prompts can be strategically used to. So actually, the prompt can strategically be used to direct content focus. By providing those clear prompts, you can actually steer ChatGPT to produce content that allows and aligns actually for your specific goals. So whether it's highlighting unique property features, creating like different FAQ section, creating like a description for your property, basically as like directly and as like detailed you give the prompt, as that is the output that we'll get. Then you can also enhance engagement. So you can use prompts to generate interactive content, such as quizzes, local tips, travel events, like guides as well. So whatever you wish. And what's most important, you can also maintain your brand voice. So you can stay consistent with the prompts, and it actually helps you maintain your brand's voice. So across your website, across your app, it ensures a cohesive and professional online presence as well. And here are some prompt examples that we'll be using today as well. So first up, let's say we want to highlight property features. So this is actually like a prompt example. So this is like write a captivating description of a beachfront vacation rental that emphasizes its serene location, spacious balcony, and modern amenities. And ChatGPT will actually give us an example according to this prompt as well. Then we have an example of local area information. So we can create a guide highlighting top local attractions and dining options near our downtown apartments, suitable for families and young travelers. And then we also have like an SEO-driven content prompt example. So you can actually tell ChatGPT to develop an informative blog post about top 10 tips for a perfect beach vacation, incorporating keywords like beachfront rentals, family beach vacations, and beach vacation packing lists. So you can also always search for the keywords, but also you can also tell ChatGPT as well, like whatever keywords it thinks. So you can also incorporate it as well with no problem. Also, we will also have like these like prompt examples, the SEO guide and everything shared with you at the end of the workshop as well. So you can definitely test it out after it with no problem. Now let's actually move on to the builder itself. So here we have our iGMS website builder, and here in the second tab, I have our ChatGPT. So first up, what we'll do. So we'll actually go through and create different sections for your iGMS direct booking website and use ChatGPT to create the copy, create some content as pictures as we will see it, and also it will give us like all the content that we need. So as you can see on iGMS website builder, so I'll first go through how it actually looks. So this is how our current website looks that we'll be customizing today. And what you can do, you can add different sections within each website, create different pages as well, and link them to specific buttons. So I'll show you everything, but first we'll start with our main page. So on our main page here, we have our like a section that is located with the search button. So what we will do now, we will actually customize this part that we see. So a real estate brand is our brand name, as we call it, and our best brand name. And then as you can see, it has a sentence under it. So what we'll do now, we'll actually generate the content for the sentence like below it and use ChatGPT to do it. So for example, first up, before I do anything, so I want to give ChatGPT the background about our company. So in this case, the background of our company is that we are a property management company with short-term rentals in heart of Vancouver, focusing more on family stays and destinations to create that home away from home. Because as you know, traveling with family is a lot, so you'll need that like homey feeling. So this is like what I gave like chat as like our background as a company. And then how to, in case of generating like the text, so what I will do, I'll insert this. So please write like a single creative and catchy sentence for a landing page positioned above the booking engine. So it's positioned above the booking engine, as we can see in here, that captures the excitement and allure of traveling and encourages visitors to start their booking process. And now I'll click enter and it will start generating the content for me. Of course, it may not generate like the content that like at the first try, but we can always check and see. So it says, unlock the door to your next adventure in Vancouver, where every stay with us is a journey to your home away from home, perfectly crafted for family memories waiting to be discovered. To be honest, I really like it. But for example, if you don't like it and want to change something, you can always tell the chat to do it. You can give it like an example of make it more creative, and it will make it more creative. So you can do anything with it. But to be honest, I really like this part that it generated. So what I will do, I will add it into our website right now. And as you can see, so it already added it. Unlock the door to your next adventure in Vancouver, where every family stay with us a journey to your home away from home, perfectly crafted for memories waiting to be discovered. Okay, so to be honest, I really like it. So I'll click save and it will be saved. And you can do this like with anything that you see on the website. Now, we saw how our main page looks. Let's actually take like a more complex part and let's create different pages that we can enter into specific buttons. So today we'll be creating an FAQ page about us and like a blog post as well, because we already do have a blog that has been going on during this workshops. So let's go through each one of those pages. So first up, we'll need to create a page. So to do that, I'll just click add a new page. And let's do an FAQ. So it's like the template that we have. And I will call it our, so now we're creating an FAQ. So let's do FAQ. And today is March 18th. So I can know, like, you can name anything that you wish. This is just an internal name. So here we have our FAQ page. So first up, let me edit the layout. Okay, so to be honest, I like this layout the best because what I can do, I can name here an FAQ. Oh, I think I have, okay, FAQ. And now here we're going to write in description / our FAQ questions and answers. So what I will do, I will now actually let chat generate those questions and those answers. So here I will write in generate an FAQ section with common questions and informative answers for potential guests. Now we'll take into account the background that we actually gave it to them. So let's go through it. And as you can see, it does it. So for example, the question is what types of properties are available for rent? And it says that we offer like a diverse range of properties, including apartments, townhouses, and family homes, all designed with your comfort and needs to ensure your member will stay. And yeah, so are the rentals suitable for families with children? Absolutely, our rentals are tailored for families, offering amenities like cribs, high chairs, and family-friendly entertainment options to make your stay as comfortable as your home away from home. So as you can see, it takes into account the background info that we gave it to them. And also as much background info as you give it to chat, I think that is better because right now our background is a quite like focused but vague, but you can also give them like a detailed info. So for example, if there's like any special amenities that you have, any special places that are around you, so you can also definitely tell it to the chat so it can make like your FAQ or any different sections more tailored to your website. What I will do, I will just copy all of this right now and I will add it to our website. And now let me make it a bit more polished. So because we don't need like this answer part in here. Also, you can, as you can see, generate a question about bringing a pet. So you can also add like a pet fee to like your direct bookings as well. So you can definitely like add those like pet fees in. So if you have like any pet friendly properties, you can definitely list them on iGMS website as well with no problem. And also you can give the chat the info about it as well. So if you're like a pet free properties, if you do have like the options to for the guests to bring the pets as well with no problem. So it can give you the tailored answers about it. Okay. And as you can see, it also gave us like a bit of info as well, which to be honest, I really like. So what I will do, I'll just close it here and click save and publish. And what I can do, I can always change like how this looks as well after I added all the info. So to be honest, right now, I like this look, to be honest. So what I will do, I'll save it once again. And now let's add it to the button in here. So what I will do, I will just go into our main page, click edit, and here we have our buttons page where we have FAQ, about us, and a blog page. So what I will do, I will just select the page, which is FAQ March 18th, and click save and publish. And I will show it to you right here. So here's our FAQ page. And as you can see, this is how it looks. You can also make it look like any like way you wish as well. So I think we can also change how the content is in here as well. Okay, so here we have our like FAQ page, which to be honest, I really like. And now let's move on to the next page that we'll be creating, which is an about us page. So now let's create like another page. So let's call it about us. March 18th, and we will create it. So let's add like a section in here. Let's do like a text slash article. And to be honest, I like this layout. So what I will do, I'll just add the content in it. So now for actually to chat to generate me this content, I'm writing in this prompt, which is please write content for About Us page for our direct booking website specializing in vacation rental. The text should convey our passions for travel and hospitality, highlight our experience, and include key elements such as journey, values, what sets us apart, and also that it's emphasized more on the families. Mhm. And as you can see, it generates like quite a creative content, to be honest. So it says that we spent years creating a collection of properties that are more than just a place to stay. They're actually the backdrop to your family's most cherished moments. And you can actually tell ChatGPT to, if you want to have like a more creative text or like a copy, so you can always tell it that and it will generate it right away. And also it takes like a bit of time to generate the content as well, but in the end, so it generates it, it's just like a couple of seconds of wait. Sometimes it may be a bit more, so it depends on, I think, like how many people is using ChatGPT at the moment and if it's the system is overloaded or not. So sometimes it may be quite fast and sometimes it may be a bit slow. So don't worry about it when you will be generating text. Okay, so here we have the description. And what we can do, so for example, I'll just call this About Us in here. And what we can do, so we can actually split it in between different sections. So as you can see, I have like our passion, our experience, our values. And what I can do, I can split it into the different sections. So what I will do, I will keep this part in here, so the welcome part, and the rest of this, I will split it into like 3 different sections to show you actually like how much you can do with websites. So I'll just save this part. And what I will do, I will add like a new section. I will add text slash article once again, but I will just change the layout of it. So what I can do, I'll add it like here. So now the next part that we have in here is our passion. So let's do that, add it in here, and then I'll copy this in here. So as you can see, I can split it into like different sections to make it look like a unified page with like a more like better design. What I can do, I'm just doing the same thing right now as well. So I'm just putting into like different sections to make it look a bit different. Okay, so let's keep this one. Next part that we have is our experience. Let's copy this part in. Even though this may seem like a bit of like a manual work, still like we are saving like a lot of time as mentioned, which is like the most valuable aspect as well. Our experiences in here. Let's keep this one. And what I can do, I can add like our values and add like all of this in here. What I can do, I can actually also change it up a bit. Okay, let's keep this part. Save just in case. And in the end, so the last part that we have is what sets us apart. Okay. As you can see, we have created like an About Us page. You can always add like, this is like just like a general images that we have. So you can also customize your images as well with no problem, or change the section background as well to like a custom color to match your brand needs as well. So now, as I have created this page, let's add it to our button in here. So click Edit and click the buttons and About Us. And let's change it to About Us page March 18th. And now let's refresh our website. And as you can see, as I click About Us page, so this is the whole page that we see on here. Okay, so as you can see, it's like a pretty easy to generate and to make it as well. Now, the main part that we have also is the blog. So you can actually create like your own blog posts within iGMS. So here we have our blog page where we have been adding like a different blog posts each of our webinars and workshops. So here's how it currently looks. And now let's actually add like another blog post into this new section. So what I will do, I'll add a new section. I will click, which this one is the banner, as I remember, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, actually this one is with the header. Okay. Now, so what you can also do, so there's like a really good feature that we can move like different like blog posts up and down based on what you would like to see on the blog post first. So you can make it chronological order. You can actually make it into like more like keyword friendly order. So it's fully up to you. And now let's create like a blog post. So now first up, so this is like a teaser that we have. So there's like a teaser that the guests see first, and then they log in to see the blog post. So now what we can do is tell the chat to write like a teaser blog post focusing on local parks or things to do with families in Vancouver. So you can also add like different details, like maybe like there's some kind of like playing centers, or it's like always like kid-friendly areas, so you can always add that in as well. And what we can do is also tell them that the teaser should be engaging, informative, basically like whatever emotion you want to strike within the guest, so you can also add it as well with no problem. As you can see, it generates like quite a lot of content. So to be honest, I really like discovering curious hidden gems, the family adventure ways. So what I can do, I can also make it to like a regenerate a title for the teaser. Yeah, to be honest, I much better like this one. So Vancouver's Family Treasures, unveiling the ultimate outdoor adventures. So what I will do, I will just add it into our content title. And now we have this teaser part. So as you can see, generate like quite a lot of that teaser. So what I will do, I'll just tell the chat to please shorten the teaser for 1 or 2 sentences to 1 2. Okay, so as you can see, it's shortened it from like all of this text to like this like 1 2 sentences. So we'll just add it into our description. Okay, so I'll just click save and publish. And in the button, I will just keep it as it is for now because we will be adding the page within it. So what I will do, I will just go into our pages tab, click add a new page, create article in a blog post, and family, I'll just call like family friendly gems, March 18th. So you can also put it in like the chronological, like make it like a date note in here as well. So you know like when was this blog post posted as well. I'll add it to create. What I will do, I will delete this part because I only want this text part, to be honest. And now the content. So you can actually generate like a content for you with no problem. So what I will do, I can actually tell chat to write a blog post about the same title. So Vancouver's family treasures. And as you can see, it started generating me like a whole blog post in it. And it uses like a lot of keywords as well. So like that we want to have on our website. So like family, adventure, relaxation, experiences. It also uses like our city, so Vancouver, where this like property management companies is focused in as well. And it also generates like a real examples as well that you will be able to see in your city as well. And as you can see, it generated me like a 5 full like destinations, I would say, that I can add into like my blog post slash guide for like family friendly explorations. So what I will do, I will copy the title in first because we also do have the title in here, and then copy the rest of the blog post. And let me just make this. Yes. Okay, so we have the blog post ready. And now let's link this blog post into our page. So we have the blog page in here. And now what we'll do, I will just click button. So the button is like we'll be adding that blog post in. So I will add like whatever title I want now. So like I always do like read now. And then we just have the page in here. And this is our family friendly gems on March 18th. So I'll just save it. And let's preview the page. As you can see, our article is already on the website. I can click read now. And here we have our article, like a blog post actually that we have created, which looks really good. And now, as you see, so we have added all of this blog posts, added everything, but we are missing some of the pictures. So what we'll do is now we actually use ChatGPT's like image generator, which is called DALL-E, to actually generate those images for this like blog post. We could also do it for the main page. So anywhere that you would need the pictures, you can totally do it with no problem. So actually, we have, let me look into our ChatGPT. And actually, if I tell right now, I think they made an update where I can actually add like generate an image and to generate the image right into this chat. So I don't need to like go anywhere else. So what I will do, I will actually now tell ChatGPT to generate the picture. So what I can do, I can actually let it decide like whatever picture to generate according to this content. Or what I can do, I can also like add specific instructions as I did with the last like prompt. So let's actually do both. So for example, generate the picture according to this blog post. For the, it should be main, generate the picture to this blog post for the blog page. And let's see what it generates us. And now, if, for example, if we don't like it, we can always add like the specific prompt as well with no problem. So we can give it like any specific example. So for example, generate a picture of a family in the park having like fun, and we generate that picture with me. And also what I can do, I can also give it a color scheme example. So for example, if my website is in a darker colors, I can always give it that, oh, generate that picture in a darker colors, and we'll totally do that as well. To be honest, I really like this picture. The only thing would be that I will need it into landscape mode. So we can actually tell the chat to make it in landscape, because ChatGPT actually has two types of images that it can generate. So one is like a square like this, and one is in the landscape picture. So we'll need like a landscape picture for that block. And we can also tell that to like focus it more on the parks, for example. Parks and families. And to be honest, I see that ChatGPT has been making the image generator faster as well, because it was taking a bit of time, but now it generates like a picture in a couple of seconds as well. As you can see, it generated me into landscape mode. And this is like what picture it generated me. So what I will do, I will just download this picture, and to be honest, I really like it. What you'll be also able to see in ChatGPT in here would be the actual description and the info here that the prompt actually used. So as you can see, it uses like quite of a bit, but it actually uses your like prompt that you give it to like create this one. So what I will do now, I'll actually go into our website, click section, it should be the background image or in the content. Yeah, it should be the background image. I will upload this picture. And now we also support WebP pictures as well. So as soon as you generate something from ChatGPT, you can definitely upload it right away in here. And this is how it looks. What I can do, I can actually, so our like blocks are always in like amp size. So you can also make it small, medium, or large, according to whatever you like. And also you can overlay like opacity, you can turn it down or turn it like to like more upper side. So I will keep it in the middle, so in the 50%, so you can match all of the other ones. And I will just click save and publish. And here we have it. So let's preview the page. And to us, I think it looks really good. And it's really unified, like a Vancouver theme for this website and like guides and everything, like whatever you want to see. So you can do it from here. And now let's actually generate the picture for the blog itself. So here we have like our squared picture. So what I can do, I can actually use the one that it already generated me, like the upper one. But to be honest, let's generate like a completely new one, just us to see it. So now let's generate, so I generate a square picture for the blog. And let's not focus it on the parks and focus on the family vacation. Because last time we did like more focus on the parks. And also, as I always mentioned, so you can make your prompt as long as and detailed as you wish to get like more like desired outcome from it as well. Okay, so as you can see, generating a picture of a family in the park and in the city as well behind it. So which like I think it really ties in with our like blog post right now. So what I will do, I will just download it and add it into our page. So here we have our family friendly gems page. I'll click edit. I'll add image in here. Okay, so I think it looks good. So I'll just click save and let's see it live. So what I will do, I think if I refresh this page, it should show up. As you can see, actually it looks really cool. In here. And now let's like actually create like a brief summary of what we have done right now. And also we will show you like a new feature that we just also added into the iGMS website as well. So basically what we did, like we actually added like text into our main page. We create like an FAQ page as well in here, about us page, and a blog that actually, not a blog, but a blog post, which we have generated every content using ChatGPT. And now actually Igor will show us like what feature we have added to the website like a couple of days ago.
Hi, everyone again. Thank you, Nino. It was amazing demonstration, and it's good that you using everything for using AI for everything here just to get started. I think it's a very good concept to get started with the new website. Since we are getting user feedback, and one of the most requested feedback was to add the new section type for the testimonials. I would like to demonstrate this one. So I'm going to share the screen. So we recently added a new section type, and I would like to show this. Just like demonstrated, you can have all your testimonials in a single page. So you will be able to just go and create the custom page in your pages. I already created one for the sake of this demonstration, call it testimonials example. And in here, you're free to add as many sections as you want, some banners, some call to actions. Basically added here just a quick story. How long we're doing this, pretending that Nino and me are hosts over here. And then there is a new section. So basically, if you click on add new section, you should be able to see this testimonials. If you click on that, this is basically the general idea of that. So you'll be able to add as many guest testimonials as you need. And if your business already established in, for example, you have a bed and breakfast and you have some Google reviews, you can basically republish those Google reviews for specific guests. And normally you want to select something that is 5 stars, 5 stars, and republish this again on your own website. By doing that, you just go here and it's testimonials. You type the name of the guest or the group. You select the number of stars they given, and ideally you would copy the same exactly testimonial or user feedback that has been published on external resource like Google reviews, Google business reviews, or TripAdvisor if you have one. But I do understand that for majority of you don't have utilized the direct booking channel in the full potential yet. So most likely the only reviews you have are those on Airbnb. And I think one of the questions I've seen is that, can you link this to Airbnb? Yes, you can do the links, and for every testimonial, you can have a link back to whatever you want. It could be your profile on Airbnb if you want. If you believe this is more trust, feel free to do that to specific, just be specific link to your property, because under the property, there is a section of reviews and they can open that up as a verification. But the main idea is to create a new channel of the guests that are going and looking, searching for your property directly using Google Maps or Google search results, or eventually basically through AI chat. That is, I think, is going to be very popular in upcoming years. And for that, I think you should proactively start thinking, what platform do I use for those reviews for my direct booking guests? Of course, you would like to use something that is very popular, and I strongly recommend you to, if you haven't done that, just go to Google business profile and create this business profile for yourself. It's basically, you can select this your business as a service, make it a cottage or a vacation rental destination, and verify the address. So that's very important that you verify the physical address, and you have the point on the map for your business. Once it's verified, you should be able to copy the link, and you can use this in automation process for your guests and ask them to leave their reviews basically on Google for your business. And those can be the same guests that you already running through Airbnb or Verbo or other platforms. Once they checked out, you can verify that everything went well, and you can send another request to actually have a nice review published for your business. And it's very important that over time you get those reviews, and once you have your profile in Google Vacation Rental and you're ready to spend additional money for the marketing of your direct booking presence, you already have some profile established and some reviews highlighting your business overall. So this is one of the source. The second one, if you participated with our beta version of Google Vacation Rental, your property would be displayed over here on Google Maps, and this is where all the reviews from all different sources would be consolidated. Mainly, it's coming from Google Business Profile, as well as if you have presence on TripAdvisor, that would be linked over here, and any other sources that you potentially created. I need to mention that there are such services like Trustpilot that is easy to use. specifically designed for third-party review services. So this is where if you cannot figure out how to verify your business right now on Google and would like to have something that is independent of the physical presence, you can start using Trustpilot, create an account, and basically send your happy guests over there to write your review. Eventually, Google will consolidate this into your Google Vacation Rental profile as well, and it will display that over here. Coming back to the section, you can add as many reviews as you want. It's you have full control behind what text to show, what names to show, but ask you to be honest with that, and don't try to put too many placeholders. I do understand it's like so easy to do, especially when you ask ChatGPT to give you some feedback. But instead of that, try to relate to your Airbnb guests first, some happiest guests and some reviews that you can verify, even without a link. If you don't want to have a link to Airbnb, you can always click this and say return to the top. The click on the guest profile will just bring them to your booking page on your website builder. And it's totally normal, totally okay, until the moment where you have the Google reviews, enough Google reviews for Google Business, and you start to post it over here. And the reason we did not do the deeper integration with specific service is that you do want to have the better, like to expose the better reviews, and you want to have this better selection of what you display over here. And I think like if you have like some hard situation and they give you two stars review, it's not that good for the testimonials. The people, of course, they will see if they're gonna look on the maps. This is where reputation is very important, but at least in your direct booking website, you should do everything that is possible to actually look good, to give this promises that it's the right place to book. All right, and of course we have more than 3. You can add as many testimonials as needed. There is the carousel over here and display all the best. And you can also do the same thing for your specifically promoted properties. The same idea. If you have some really brilliant like villa or want to isolate this and create a specific page to actually have a testimonials, you can create as a custom page over here and have a link from your main menu to display, okay, this particular villa beachfront hotel destination, and I have the specific reviews for that particular place. All right, and please ask you questions in our chat. What's that? And we will be able to do this to go over answers in our QA. Anything you want to add?
No, I think all good from our side. So like we showed you around. Now we actually have like a lot of questions to go through, to be honest. So let's go through all the questions. And anyone, if you have like more questions, please don't hesitate to add them as well. So we'll answer all of them. So actually, the first question that we have is like, we will be able to view this webinar later? And yes, so this like webinar/workshop will be sent to all of the attendees via email. And also, you'll be also able to find it on our YouTube channel. And we'll actually send like a SEO guide as well as the prompts that we use that can help you with getting started with the website as well. So SEO guide will actually help you how to SEO optimize your current website that you have. And that ChatGPT prompts, it's as actually like a full article with all of the prompts listed in it that will actually help you to use those prompts that we currently use today as well. And the second question that we have is like, when is Google Vacation integration going live? I recently got an email, but I haven't heard back. Also, when setting up my direct booking, I could change most of the color themes except the color of the search button for the searching rentals. How do I change that?
Okay, it's a good question. So for Google Vacation Rentals, we do work with the beta users right now. If you haven't signed up for the list, please do so. I ask you to send the link into the chat. So there is a quick form you need to submit, and you'll be on the waiting list. So we're currently onboarding the larger customers of 50 plus properties in the Northern America. And after that, we're going to go to the smaller size of the customers, and pretty much you can expect that in the next several weeks, you'll be contacted, and we'll get the procedures to the onboard. As for the coloring schema, when I set up direct booking, cool, they changed the most of the colors the theme except the color of the search button for searching rental. I guess you're talking about the main page. Let me see. Let's go over here, and I can share the screen over here. So I do believe that you're talking about this middle section, the main page, where we have a search bar and a search button. So the general idea is that this is what we consider as branding colors. And brand colors, you should be able to choose it, and that's for the whole theme of the website at all. So it's all these buttons that are displayed. You would normally want to match that with your logo, brand colors, and it's available over here from bottom right corner while you're on this. So there is edit color palette. And if you click on that, you should be able to select your branding colors, and you should be able to see how the buttons would be looking like. So we have 3 different button types for this particular section. We display the primary button. There is, as you can see, some inversions, some smaller buttons. Everything is pre-calculated based on your branded color to make it simplified. And like, there is no need to get your professional web designer involved into this. Just play with this color selection. If you have your branding colors already defined, just go and select that. If you don't, just play with that till you're satisfied with like what theme you wanna look like. All right, let's go with the next question.
Okay, so the next question that we have is, how can we target multiple demographics of renter without overloading the website with text?
It is a good question. I would say there is nothing wrong with overloading the with a different text. So just split those demographics into different articles. So you can you would need to be creative about the article titles and content there. Just consider this as like there is different use cases or different audience that you're trying to reach out. It would be good if you have the series of articles for specific audience and then another series for another audience. It's just a matter of publishing that content on a regular basis. It's and taking the positions in your local Google search and search engine, other search engines like Bing. Because by publishing the good content and specifying those demographics, you attract those potential guests by informing them on specific topics. And this is pretty much all you need to do, nothing else. So it's not, don't go crazy about overloading Google. It's like the more pages is better, as long as the content is valuable for those people.
Okay, next question that we have is, why can't you edit the way the direct booking widget looks on your own site if not using an iGMS website?
Okay, we do have this. So I need to mention that it was not mentioned in this webinar, but we still have direct booking widget for those users who are using different engines like WordPress, for example, or some custom-made websites with different technologies. We don't have customization directly for those, but if you have your website developer who actually done some work on custom website for you, they should be able to figure out how to use custom CSS and override those colors if needed. We don't have any specific documentation, but someone who would be in website development for at least 3 years, like some mid level, should be able to figure this out. And we have a lot of customers who did that kind of customization for them. But it's technical question, so there is no tools like UI that you can use at the moment, but you just need to, again, ask for a professional on this topic.
Okay, next question is about, so is it possible to backlink to reviews on Airbnb and Vrbo, which we actually just showed at the end? So yes, so you are actually able to backlink like those testimonials pages to your reviews on your Airbnb, Vrbo, or like any other website that you wish as well.
That's right. So like you can go to your property, and if you experience host, you should be able to see all the reviews again. You click on this, there is a link, you copy that, and this is a link you're going to be pasting into your reviews. So if you have like Samantha, Sam, and Rebecca republished on your website, you can actually have this link as a reference point. But again, I would not recommend to do this on permanently. As long as you just starting, it's a good verification. It's giving you trust, but eventually you would like to have positive reviews on Google Business Review profile, so you would not drive traffic to your Airbnb. So that after all, you wanna get this margin into your pocket rather than paying that to Airbnb directly. Okay, next question, please.
Next question is, can I add my brand kit that I already have to the website?
I would say no, because it might be in a very different format, some abstraction. So we design our website builder in a way so we have a theme prepared for you already that is going to be working for all different screen resolutions and going to be mobile friendly, and it's mobile first as a design. I do understand that you might have spent some money for preparing like your own custom design already for the website, and but I'm strongly recommend to try just using the engine because after all, we spent a lot of man hours, man months, and man years on this template that we shown to you in optimizing the engine itself. After all, it's not only the design that is important, but the functionality internally, how fast the pages appear, how Google actually picks them up for your index and the search results, and how satisfied your guests with the booking process. And we did everything as possible that to simplify and get you these conversions from the process. Right.
Okay,
Now,
the next question that we have is if we have like any new features coming up regarding automated messaging, like an AI.
That's a totally valid question. And as in my previous our previous webinars, we do have this in R&D phase right now. We want to come up with a better solution that is not only giving you suggestions on what to answer, but actually learns from all previous dialogues as well as specific instructions and specific behavior. I do believe that the ChatGPT agent through OpenAI would be the better solution for that. So it's not like we are providing the engine to auto reply everything, but instead of that, you would be able to create the character through your agent profile on ChatGPT, and we would give all the context about the properties that you mentioned, and that character will be your personal assistant to answer those incoming requests from your guests. So this is something that we constantly working on and planning to present this summer to the public.
Okay, next question that we have is can the iGMS URL be changed to something more user-friendly? So for example, for typing and print purposes.
It is a good question. So for websites, you have that control when you go to the website and go to the settings. You have two types of URL here. So if you do have your custom domain, you would specify it over here, and this is your brand. If you don't have one, the only part of your website you can change is this one. So you can change this company and number that is given to you by default to something that is more applicable for your business or your brand, and will become the page for you. You just change it. For example, beach house, Victoria, and if it's available, it'll give you option to save it, and you claim it, and it will belong. It would from this time it belongs to you, to your account.
Okay, and next question that we have is that the tool is great and game-changing with ChatGPT, but do you have any suggestions on how to mine for bookings? The website exists within the iGMS ecosystem, and how can we use it to leverage new business?
Good question. So several strategies. So first of all, the easiest way is to sign up for Google Vacation Rental, the beta program. This is the easiest, but also the most expensive one, because it's basically it's paying advertisement for your brand. As I said, it would be good to create your business profile on Google itself, and this is where you start accumulate your reviews and everything that is related to your business outside of Airbnb or Vrbo platforms. And Google Vacation Rental would allow you to pay, just get paid traffic and driven to your direct booking website. It normally happens through the maps. So, for example, some of the users figured out already that, okay, so if I see something in Airbnb, maybe I'm going to go and explore the area through Google Maps. And as you can see, there are some hotels given here. And on top of the hotels, there is a brand new section called Vacation Rentals. This is where your business is going to be advertised once you got listed through Google Vacation Rental. And again, mentioning about that, it's automatic integration within our product, and we currently testing this in the beta version. So soon it's going to be available for all users, but this is again the number one option, which is expensive. That's something you need to do in order to compete to other offerings. The second option is it takes longer time, but pretty much what Nino demonstrated today, you keep working with ChatGPT in order to come up with some story around your area, informing the guests. So some of the guests would fly to you through the Google search results. So it would be good to actually be expert in your area, what to do there, how to get back, and like it's a lot of topics. And you need to be very creative about that, and all of that can generate traffic over time. I would not expect that any like significant traffic in the first year, and this is unfortunately the truth about any business and startup. You always have this phase where you create content and you don't really see much results yet, but over time, those positions are going to go up in your local search results, and that will generate your traffic overall. So this is a second strategy. A third strategy would be to use CRM system and convert some of your previous guests into returning guests. You can do this by linking some CRM system already, or we would have the tools within iGMS on we call it guest books and CRM system to actually advertise towards your guests. So this is something in the toolbox that we're going to present this later this year as well to the customers. But I think it's a good starting point to actually with the first 2 points. Google Vacation Rental as a paid traffic, and just publish related targeted content that is valuable for the guests.
Okay. And we also have a couple of questions. I think this is like an interesting one that we can answer. So are there any like copyright issues with the pictures or content that is generating with ChatGPT?
Really good question. There are so many debates on this topic. Obviously, well, you can use ChatGPT, and there should be no copyright issues at the moment. At least there is no such decisions made. And I think overall, with where generative AI is going to, it's really hard to just ban it all. There is this movement right now to make basically all the general tools that are very popular, like ChatGPT, for example, to make a way to put a watermark in the text. So by analyzing that, automatic system should be able to tell whether it's generated or non-generated, just to distinguish between those two, which I think is fair. After all, like I think we all want to have somehow detect that it's being generated by the human, real human, or automatically generated by the AI, either for images or the text. After all, but again, it's a hot topic right now. We don't know where the world is going to move after, but so far, in terms of the copyright, there should be no copyright problems at all.
Okay, and next question that we have is the pictures that we generated don't have any brand cohesion. Is there like a way to prompt ChatGPT to create the separate images in the same style? These images are fine individually, but when being used, an entire website looks a bit disjointed.
This is a good question. I would say there are such tools, more professional tools working with images. I think if you go and work with DALL-E, it can take your example image, so to speak, and it's basically the way you feed the AI with your request. So, for example, if you have some images created for your brand style in a different section by someone who did the design for you, or you play with a ChatGPT and you come up with a good example that you like, you can use that example as a source for your prompt. So you can attach that with your prompt and just get the results. And then once you get the results, you can do more prompts to actually try to bend this towards this particular style. For those who want to become more professional in this, I would recommend to actually go to udemy.com and get some paid courses, some for AI prompting. So there is a different aspect right now. Is like there is whole industry is growing for prompt engineering. So there are so many suggestions on how to do this, like how to define the style of the image that you want to take out of the AI. And by playing with that, you can come up with a specific wording in your prompts. So the style would be defined by your prompts. And I think, maybe we should demonstrate this in one of the upcoming events, just to try to, play with that as an example during our next sessions.
Yeah, I think we totally can as well. And the next question that we have is, so for ChatGPT, do you have an access portal for your clients, or are we signing up on our own? And also, if you sign up yourself, can you get by with the free version or the full version? I have tried the free one and I was not exactly impressed. It may be because it was a free one. So thank you.
I would strongly recommend to actually use a ChatGPT as your personal assistant. Just consider this. It's not that expensive at all. Just get the paying version and use it for all different aspects of your life, including the business. So it can be personal topics, it can be business related, and this is a environment where you have direct access to a lot of knowledge of the humanity, not only generating the content. Practice that, brainstorm with that. And I think like considering like what to use in relation to iGMS, this is the concept that I think already mentioned. I do believe that all the AIs, the most valuable AI is going to be those who are personal assistant. Like you consider those as a personal assistant. You expose as much information as needed to specific of the business, to your story, and it gets more and more personalized. So it would be your, content writer specifically designed for your business needs, outputting the content with all those small, attachments to your personality, and this is what you want to achieve.
Okay, and next question that we have is, so I have 3 rentals in California and 1 in Oregon. So do you suggest me to create one website for all or the separate ones?
It is a good question. It depends on what you want. Since it's 2 different different locations, I would recommend to have 2 different websites overall. But if you're trying to build a bigger business, and sometimes some of our customers, they trying to be multinational companies, it basically turns into a bigger portal where you have selection of different codes and different presence. It's basically, if you specifically targeting the guests, I would create 2 different websites with different brands. If you targeting the bigger presence and maybe attracting you investors or homeowners that are willing to give you the keys, I would recommend to invest in the single brand that is present in different areas.
Okay, so the next question that we have is that aside from having a quality page, will adding like all of this text in that we did help Google index these pages higher than they were before?
I'm not sure I get the question here.
Yeah, I think the text itself, it's more like if you use like specific keywords, So yes, of course, those Google like will index those pages higher, but it doesn't matter like how long of a text you add to the page. It depends on like how many keywords and how much of a quality text you add into the page. So you can even have like a couple of sentences, but it can be like so optimized that the page will rank higher than like with like a page with a lot of text.
If you're talking about the custom pages that we Nino
Mm-hmm.
demonstrated, it's basically the main thing is to give value. If you're reading about a specific topic, you want to cover as much as possible for that specific topic. So once it gets into the index, it is associated with your brand, and this is where basically the neural network behind Google search itself creates those associations. So people might come up just thinking about traveling to your location. They might want to explore specific places, or they might have some relatives and they might read about that, or they might relocate. It's like so many different topics that you can cover to actually bend those traffic towards you, to attract those interests to your resource. And Google will promote it to the top just through associations with your brand. Like it needs to verify that you not only set on your main page, or it is beachfront location and vacation rental. It needs to understand that you have valuable content around this area, so you associate with a local area itself. You're also an expert about this topic in your local area. You're also an expert in that topic in this local area, and so on and so on. And you also define the profile of the most interested audience that you want to attract. And all those moments would be processed by Google. And up to that, it's basically what Google results going to be shown, right? It should be very relative to your specific area.
Okay, so we have the last two questions. So the first one is, I manage many properties in different locations. So should I set up separate like Google business pages and profiles for each one of them, or should it be like a one page?
Again, if it's about the same location, if it's like, for example, some town, or there is several places near to that town, I would create a single location. So as long as like it looks good on the map and you see it's going to be a good addition to each other. If it's totally different costs, as I previously answered, I would go with two different brands. But it depends on who your audience is. I noticed that some of our customers, where there's like bigger mentions, they started to generate a single website for each of them. So it's like literally like very custom made big mention, and they have specific audience to target for that property. They advertise as much details as possible, great images, great story, things to do, everything that you need, like pretty much like that. That's a single experience, and like they create different websites for each property. It is also possible. It just more work involved, and if all of the properties are about the same location, same country, same area, same state, I would recommend to actually have a single website for that.
Okay, and the last question that we have is, does iGMS have a free or economical way to help members create and improve their direct booking website?
This is a good question. I think, I'll leave it to you to answer, since we
Yeah,
have something.
actually, we are working on like this part of our product, which would be some kind like a consultation setup slash like demo of like whatever like we want to see. And we'll actually, like you guys, our users will hear about it shortly. So by the end of the month, so we'll actually have that type of consultation slash setup call as well. So you'll hear like all the information from like emails, the communication. So stay tuned for that because we'll actually help you get started with the web. Not yet get started. So actually help have like opinion from us, like of what you change, like if it's like SEO optimized, if it's not, so you'll actually be able to do book that calls with no problem. And you'll hear all about it, as I mentioned, at the end of this month, by the end of this month, actually.
Nina, should we open to get emails of those who are interested in this kind of service so we can have a list of the potential
Actually,
customers?
we will send it to all of our users. So all our current users will receive those announcement emails. So you can definitely like after you see that email, so it will have like a specific like reply page or like a type form as well. So you can definitely enter like your email and your interest in it with no problem. And yeah, that was actually all of our questions. So thank you everyone for joining. I hope this was like informative and like helpful to you. In case if you have any questions after this, please let us know. Also, as we shared with you, so you can always write your feedbacks, your feature requests, anything that you wish to see on iGMS into feedbacks@igms.com. So we shared that link a couple of times in the chat already. You can definitely add your recommendations in there with no problem. Also, you can upvote other users' recommendations as well if you see anything that you like and that you'd like to see. And we will actually take like your like feedback and like account and like develop our products further, like using them as well. And as mentioned, so the recording will be sent to you after this call. So you'll receive an email. It will also be posted on a YouTube channel, and you will receive our like complimentary guide for the SEO optimization for your website, and also the article about like the prompts for the Chat GPT as well. So yeah, in that case, thank you everyone, and once again, thank you for joining today, and have a nice rest of the day.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.